Welcome back to another episode of Let's Finally Grow. I'm your host, Ariana. And we back after some motherfucking technical difficulties, okay? My laptop's fucked, for a lack of better words. My laptop is overheating. It's a 2019 Mac, and, it's done a lot for me, and I'm grateful for it. But for the past year and a half, it has been difficult to work with, and now close to impossible. Since it's overheating, freezing, restarting, sucking the soul out of my soul, the life out of my soul, sucking the life out of my soul, I'm going to get a new one, which is so fucking exciting because this MacBook has been holding me back from editing the way I want to, always scared of if I'm gonna take it too far, hurt the laptop's feelings and make it get really heated and just freeze and turn off from me, fucking ghost me, run away from me. So I've been treating it like a sensitive little baby bitch. Like, oh, you can do this. I won't go this extra mile. And with editing, I'll edit my vlogs on my fucking iPad. Now, no more of that, because we're getting a brand new locked and loaded MacBook. I feel like I'm like a used car salesman. And today's episode was sponsored by Apple. So stay tuned to see what the fuck I'm gonna do with this new laptop, because I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So we're all about to find out. We're gonna take this creativity to the next level. Yep. And that right there, that is my life update. So there won't be episodes for 2 weeks. And it's not because I gave up on my passion. It's not because I had it up to here and I couldn't do it anymore. That's never going to happen. It's because technical difficulties, and I'm still recording. And I'm just going to edit all the fucking episodes I record when I get my new laptop, because a bitch can't be stopped. I'm choosing me every time. Whoa, that fucking sounded dramatic. Am I right? Yeah. Where did that come from? Why the fuck did I say that so intensely? I'm choosing me every single time, baby. Because that's what we're talking about today. How we just flip-flop through, introed in there, boom, deliver. We did it. Bada bang, bada choose me. Boom. I don't know if because I don't have to edit this episode right away afterwards, because I force myself to do it right away, I have a little bit more life in my soul. I don't know. But whatever the fuck it is. Maybe it's all this new energy from astrology. Something finally good is in the air. What the fuck does choosing yourself even mean is a question I struggled with for a very long time. I'm like, that sounds good. Everyone's saying when they choose themselves, their life gets better. But how do you do that? What? I need a instruction manual. But what does it feel like? I guess we can start there. When you choose yourself, it feels like a motherfucking weight lifted off your back, and you don't feel guilty. But I think the build up to being in a situation where you could or couldn't choose yourself, all you feel is guilt. You kind of feel like, I don't want to be selfish. I want to be selfless. What this could cause a fucking storm. A storm could brew, whatever. And it's like you get so scared to choose yourself, even if that's saying no to plans. Telling someone how they made you feel, not making yourself uncomfortable for someone else. And the moment you do it, it's like, surprise, motherfucker. It actually feels incredible on this side. We just had to scare you. into doing it for some weird sick reason. That's just how literally life works. Like the hard choices in the moment are the ones that are rewarding. Thanks. Okay, now I feel good. A moment that I felt that release with choosing myself recently was honestly blocking someone. I said block, delete, remove, and my peace of mind just came back. I'm choosing me, motherfucker, I said. How do we so easily, because it can happen so easily, get in situations where we're not exactly choosing ourselves? I would say a great example is anytime you put someone else's feelings before yours and make yourself uncomfortable to keep someone around in your life. Like anytime you alter yourself, or anytime you don't say something to someone that has made you uncomfortable to try to keep the peace, or to keep someone in your life. Like I feel like this happens all the times in friendships and in dating, and we want to keep the peace, but keep the peace for who? Because that shit's not peaceful for you. The resentment starts to build up inside. You're losing a piece of yourself. Like how many times have we lost ourselves in our relationships, and we get to a point where we don't even recognize who we are anymore? And it's so fucking sad. I've had that happen quite a few times, and I think you don't realize how you get there, but once you're there, it's like you don't realize how to get yourself out of it because of all the times you chose someone else before choosing yourself. It's deep and it's true. So your feelings are valid. There's no negotiating your feelings to keep someone in your life. The second you start doing that is the second you start to lose yourself. And yeah, some people will walk away, they can't cross your boundaries. They realize they can't gain from you in whichever odd way they would like to. But you start to attract the people that respect your feelings, that, want to hear your feelings. I know that if I made someone feel uncomfortable in any way, I want them to tell me. I don't want them to keep it inside. I don't want them to tell someone else. I want them to tell me, because I care about people's feelings. I care about the way that I make people feel. I do think in these situations, negotiation can sound like in our head, are our feelings valid? Is it that time of the month? Maybe it was just a one-time thing, and if we just let it go, we won't have to deal with it again. Or knowing that sometimes it's deep enough that you're going to express yourself and you can already tell the person's not going to appreciate you accepting yourself, and they're not going to respect your feelings, and they're probably not going to be in your life anymore. And guess what? They're not doing any good in your life, so let them fucking leave. Now let's bring control in the mix into the equation here. If you are not choosing yourself, whether it's consciously, subconsciously, you're trying to control the outcome. There have been times where maybe I wasn't expressive because I wanted to keep the person around, or I wasn't expressive because I wanted to control the situation and I wanted to have the upper hand in the situation to feel more safe and secure in it. That's all a facade. That's all not real. You don't need the upper hand in a relationship to feel safe. What you need is to be able to express yourself and have that heard to feel safe, and let the motherfuckers leave. No matter how much it hurts, let them go. That's growth. That's on let's finally grow. Choosing myself in every situation prepares me for whatever the fuck the outcome is. Control doesn't do that. Control is to protect your little ego in the moment. When I try to control a situation, I feel that, fiery sensation, that burning in your stomach, where it's I have to do this. It drives you fucking crazy. But the second I choose myself, even if it's in a situation where I did something wrong, I hurt a friend's feelings, and choosing myself looks like taking fucking accountability instead of gaslighting them. And the second I do that, I can still not be happy with myself and still feel, ironically, more in control with myself, choosing myself, more at peace with myself, because that's fucking life. Like, we're gonna fuck up too. And we still have to choose ourselves in those situations. I've been in relationships before where like I've been hurt and they do everything in the world to try to make it up to me. And they like forget about themselves as they're doing that. And they're also trying to control the outcome. And yeah, like some makeup gifts are nice, whatever. Some extra fucking dinners. Maybe I've gotten a vacation because, you know, the person I was dating hurt my feelings. But it was never worth it. Like, it was never worth it if they could have just chose themselves and said, I made these mistakes, I'm sorry. Like, I either want to grow from this with you or maybe I'm not ready for this. Like, whatever the fuck it is. Now, knowing what I know, I would respect them more. And it doesn't even matter about that. It means it's about them choosing themselves. And honestly, in those situations where I accept it, like the gifts, the vacations, the dates to make up for someone hurting me, that wasn't me choosing myself. This is what I'm saying. There's so many fucking examples of places that I haven't chose myself. And then I get lost and I'm like, what? How did I get here? Like, you got here because of the fucking fucked up vacation. Someone fucked up and took you on vacation, got you gifts, took you to nice dinners, like, and you're wondering how you got here. You're not dating someone that's doing this stuff normally for you to when they fuck up. You got to choose yourself. Now, there are so many people in this world that are avoiding, projecting, not taking accountability, and they will make you feel like a lunatic. You have to be choosing yourself in every scenario to be able to see this clearly. Like, you have to protect yourself by choosing yourself. In every situation of your life, there's no negotiating with your feelings. The way you're feeling is never wrong. But even if there's a scenario where like you're off about something, choosing yourself allows you to even have that level-headed situation to see things clearly and figure out what the fuck is actually going on. Loving yourself, choosing yourself is like the truest form of protection. It is going to make sure that you're not wasting your time to be chosen or understood in situations because you're fucking choosing yourself. I've had so many situations, so many patterns, repetitive patterns. We talk about that a lot here. Like, so many repetitive patterns where I thought I was the problem. And guess what? There were situations where I could be categorized as, you know, takes two to fucking tango. I was creating a problem. But it wasn't just me. I'm not just like this problematic person. No one is. No one is this problematic person that, I mean, there are people that want to cause issues in this world. But if your intention in life isn't to hurt people and you care when you hurt people and you want to be understood and you want to understand others, and that's where your mind begins. Like, you're not looking for the problem. You're not searching for it. You're not the fucking problem. Like, yeah, you can fuck up. Yeah, you can be human. Yeah, you can upset people. But like, if you're willing to do the work on yourself and look within, then problem fixed. What's the next problem we're going to fucking tackle? Like, I literally had periods in my life where I just kept running into the same patterns of same issues with people, mainly in friendships. And I was just blaming myself so much, thinking I was the problem. I wasn't choosing myself. I wasn't even seeing where both people could go wrong. And that's why we got to choose. And we got to choose us. Now, this is where we can and we do go wrong. Outsourcing our worth. Because how did I get into like the pattern of feeling like I was the problem because I was letting other people define me. I was letting those situations say who I was. If we're not choosing ourselves, we are letting other people choose who we are. We let outside judgment or opinions reflect back to us what we should be doing or shouldn't be doing. We want to be chosen in friendships, chosen in dating. And when we're not, we feel unworthy. I think so many people can relate on this one because, ladies, when we are dating and when we are dating hoping that the person chooses us, that right there, I've been in that. I've been stuck in that fucking cycle. And it's hard not to be sometimes, especially when you see something you like in someone or you want a relationship in general, and then you meet someone you like you want to be chosen so bad. And as scary as it is, like, we have to do the work to get to a place where we're so confident that no matter what, if we're chosen or not, we choose ourselves and we're okay. And that work looked like, for me, not being chosen a lot of times and then finally not giving a flying fuck, like literally middle finger up, fuck you out. No, you lost some good shit. No, but I learned the motherfucking hard way. And after so many times of not being chosen by what I thought I wanted, rose-colored glasses on, I choose me, which felt like the hardest choice. And it's actually the most rewarding. As we said before, that still stands. I said what I said and I meant what I said. I am so serious. Like, I don't want to joke for 1 second when I say this because how real it fucking is. When we finally start to choose ourselves in dating, not looking to be chosen, we're choosing who we even want the fuck to be around. In friendships, take the fucking L. Someone doesn't want to be your friend. Someone wants to be a dick to you. Take the L. You know you're the shit. A job isn't working out for you, and you finally say, this isn't the only job in the world, and I'm going to find something that works for me. There's another way I can make money. There's another way I can contribute in whichever way that I need to with work that makes me feel fulfilled. The universe, the world, starts to rearrange itself in your favor. Like, not only is it a rewarding feeling inside because you're choosing yourself, the universe starts to fucking bless that shit. Because if you're on this path in life where you're not choosing you, that's what you're attracting. The universe mirrors us. So like, if you're not choosing yourself in friendships and dating and work, you're just going to keep getting more of those situations because that's what you're fucking settling for. But when you start to choose yourself, oh, now we are rearranging. What we're mirroring back to us is us choosing us. So like, we're going to start getting more of what chooses us. We're going to start getting more things that actually make us feel good inside. You can think I'm crazy for trusting in the universe and this way of thinking, but I put it to the test, baby. I put it to the fucking test. I don't just read something and believe it. I put it to the test. Our energy and our thoughts are so fucking magnetic. So what we put out in this world, we are receiving. It's coming right back to us. All those little moments that every fucking human has where you randomly think of someone, they call. You see them. You randomly think of something, it appears. Those are the little things that, like, I like to think are trying to show you that this shit is real and it exists. But it works on such a larger scale once you really start to get into it and understand it. And it's not easy to understand. I'm still figuring it the fuck out. I don't think I ever will stop figuring it out. But that's life, baby. The second that I started choosing myself in friendships, that is what came to me. That is what came back to me, and I'm so grateful for it. And it doesn't mean I haven't had hiccups or issues. Like, it's just that these people want to be in my life. So, and they don't want the worst for me. I used to think canceling plans with people or needing a sick day, like to yourself, whether it's because you're like physically sick, you have the flu, sinus infection, whatever, or maybe you're just mentally drained and you need some time to yourself. I used to think that those things made me less of a person, and I used to feel so guilty, but now I understand how much that is choosing yourself and putting yourself first. If you don't cancel plans with someone and you genuinely don't feel well about yourself, you're choosing someone else before you, and that's just going to create resentment and all of that shit. And same with work. Like, if you can't work and you fucking, like, it's just is a different size fits all every situation. What I'm trying to express is the relevance in choosing yourself, how important it is in every situation and how it applies to every situation. The next time you feel something, the next time you have a feeling again, no, the next time you feel a way that you don't like, or you feel off about something, express it. And if bridges are burned, they were meant to be. And if choosing yourself loses anyone in your fucking life, that was meant to happen. You couldn't choose yourself with them being in your life, and that's just a no. That's a motherfucking no. Okay. All right. It's going to be a wrap for today's episode. I'm actually wearing my old merch, my old podcast merch, Spilling Tequila, but they actually said Spilled Tequila, but whatever. We get the fucking memo. I should really start looking into making merch for this new one. I feel like LFG on some comfy ass sweats and designs. I'm on to something, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm so excited to edit this on my brand new fucking MacBook that you need to go and get in stores today. And I'm so excited to keep this shit going because we have each other. And if we have each other and we're choosing ourselves, what the fuck more do we need? All right. I'll talk to you soon. TTYL. Love you. Thank you for listening. Mwah.